Fire signs, thank you so much for joining today's reading session. Today, we're going to do your monthly pick a card reading for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. If your sun and rising are in one of these fire signs, pick a pile, have a look at the options I provided you at the very beginning of this option. The option A is a big tree, and option B is a beautiful grapevine. And make up your mind. You can go directly to the timestamp in the video description. With all that being said, let's get started with a pile number one. Hello, pile number one. You have chosen this picture, right? Now let's have a look at what's the monthly energy in the month of March for your fire signs. Now, first of all, we're going to pull one card from the major arcana. Let's just set the tone, right, for the month of March and see what's coming up for you. Thank you, universe. Justice, beautiful. Okay, this card has a lot to do with your commitment, okay, contract, legal document, partnerships, agreement between two parties. Very good. Now we're gonna pull a little bit more cards, right, and to see what this justice is about, right, what this fairness, right, it's all about. Now we're gonna pull four cards: your own energy, your communication, and your interaction with the people around you, your work as well as your love life. Okay. First card, your own energy. Juno. Interesting, because Juno has a lot to do with the relationship and fairness. Very interesting, okay? Now, when it comes to your communication and your interaction with the people around you, we've got Eros. Now, let's have a look at your career and your work. Athena. Again, justice. Very interesting. And finally, let's have a look at your love and relationship. Oh, we got Medusa. Okay, very interesting dynamic energy. Now, one of the things I want to say to you guys, pile number one, is that this month, I really want to focus on the bigger picture when it comes to, for example, fairness, relationship, agreement, things like that. Try not to get caught in the small details of, I said that, she said that, he said that. Now, why did he say that? Why is she trying to do that? It's almost like we're trying to get into people's psychology and analyze what is actually happening behind the scene. Because one of the things I can notice about this energy is that once we are getting into that very detailed, meticulous things about why certain people are doing certain things or why certain people are saying certain things which we deem as unfair or which we deem as that's not acceptable, we could be very, very unhappy. This Juno and justice has a lot to do with it's almost like we have this urge, right, to make things fair because we feel maybe sometimes certain people are not giving us the right deal, right? They are taking advantage of us or they are trying to, do something. The communication is Eros. Now, this kind of energy, we can also look at it in a different way. In a way, I can also see that maybe you have compromised a lot, right? My pile number one. This could be about maybe you deep down feel that you need justice and you need fairness in certain things, but on the surface, you are a little bit afraid of saying it. So you still have to be nice. You still have to say things in a very diplomatic way. And that could also make you feel a little bit weird, specifically if you're dealing with someone who is not taking your sense of principle, your sense of fairness very, very seriously. You might find it a little bit difficult, but we're going to pull a little bit more cards later, right, in tarot and see what this energy is about. Now, when it comes to work, you got justice. Again, Athena energy. Now, so there's a very strong theme of contract, agreement, right? Honoring our commitment, that kind of energy sitting in your career. I think at the end of the day, things will be fair to you, right? Because Athena does show that at the end of the day, it is a fair deal. It's going to give you whatever that is being said or that whatever that is being agreed, right? So that's a good thing. But because you are Juno, right? Juno and Athena energy sometimes can be a little bit conflictual because, both these goddesses fought each other during the Trojan, not the Trojan War actually, but during this, in the story of Paris, the judgment of Paris, right? Because both of them were asking Paris to choose who is the most beautiful goddess in the world. So with this energy, I do think that a lot of the agreement will be honored, right? Whatever that you want, right? It will come to you. But still, there's a little bit part of your feeling that, but still, that was that was a little bit like, because I compromised, right? Or because, I was being the bigger person there. So it's a little bit like that, right? So this month, like what I said, try to make sure that you are not focusing on those like small unnecessary things in your life because they can really, just gonna harm your joy, harm your happiness. Focus on the bigger picture, right? Focus on things that are far away from you rather than, why did this small thing happening like that? Why did she say that? Or why did he do this to me? All these kind of things. Let that go, right? And then I think a lot of things will actually come much easier for you. With love, you have got Medusa energy. Now, this could be about some kind of blockage or delay in terms of relationship. Specifically, you got Juno in the first house. Juno is a goddess of commitment, the goddess of marriage. You also have got Justice next to you, which is about you focusing a lot on partnership. You're focusing a lot on whether, again, a deal is fair to you or not. Now, Medusa energy could be saying that in relationship, you might be feeling that there's something that just can't be resolved, where you feel like you have to wait for the right timing to move things forward. We're going to pull a little bit more cards again, okay? Let's get in more details. All right, this month's March. Thank you so much, universe, right? Give us some guidance and help for our pile number 1. First card, okay, with your communication and your interaction with the people around you, we've got Knight of Cups, okay? So in a good way, this card is showing that at the end of the day, you did offer, okay? You are being kind, you are being compassionate, even though you might be feeling, okay, sometimes I don't trust you, right? I don't know if this is, a good thing to do, but you still are offering your kindness, which is actually a good thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes offering people things what they want and giving them the compassion, the empathy, and also, sometimes we do feel like we're giving a little bit too much, but remember that's going to be good karma for you. Okay, just make sure that you don't, get hung up, with that. Okay, Knight of Cups is showing that a good, good intention offer is being made. Very good. Now with your work under Athena, we have got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. So the Queen of Pentacles with Athena could be talking about you dealing with a earth sign woman, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or female. I mean, I do feel like this woman will honor her commitment, okay? I don't think she's gonna on purpose take advantage of you, but just know that try not to focus too much on, the small things and making you feel like entangled in there. You did this to me or whatever that is. I mean, with the Knight of Cups next to the Queen of Pentacles, she does not have any bad intention towards you. So this energy has a lot to do with, she will be fair and she will try to make her, honor her commitment to you in work, where she will not necessarily helping you, but kind of like just do the right thing, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah. Could be a boss, could be a client. Okay. Either way. Now, when it comes to love and relationship under Medusa, we have got the Queen of Cups. Wow, another female energy there. Now, two queens usually representing friendship, right? Good friends. So again, I'm not seeing anything very toxic in here whatsoever. But Medusa with the Queen of Cups on top, this could be talking about some kind of emotional blockage in there. Now, if you're a female watching this video, this could be about, deep down you want love and you want to offer love, or you want to have a very emotionally open conversation with someone, talk about relationship and talk about love, but the Medusa on top is a little bit like blocking it. Now it's very possible that you might be dealing with someone who is flirting with you or who might be kind of like seeing you casually, right, depending on your situation, but maybe deep down in your mind you want something more serious than just this casual conversation or casual flirtatious energy, right? Maybe deep down you want something that is more authentic, right? That is more real, right, to you. But at the end of the day, the most important advice that I want to give to you guys for this month, March, is again with coming back to this Juno energy. Okay, at the end of the day, Juno just needs you to really look at the bigger picture and try not to take everything so seriously and so meticulously. It's almost like we're pinning someone down, right, and saying that okay, like 10 years ago, you did this to me, right? You said that to me and you still owe me an apology, whatever that is. The Juno energy tells you just let go. Let go and, forget about those insignificant things, because at the end of the day, you're not doing this for them. You need to forget about those things for you, right? So that you are enjoying your daily life and you're having an amazing time about this. All right. And again, whoever that you will be dealing with in this month specifically is with a woman. I do feel like this month, I don't see any bad intention here. I don't see anything that is being done on purpose, right, to trick you or to make you upset. But just make sure that try not to interpret this in a different way, if you know what I mean. I try not to see this as something more intentional or more vicious than it should be. Okay? Because I understand that for a lot of people who are choosing this pile, you are very, how do I say this? You are very principled, right? You really honor commitment. You think that I promise something, whatever happens, I do it. And I also need you to do it because we're in this agreement. If I'm gonna sacrifice everything to honor my commitment to you, you also need to do the same. It's a little bit like that energy, right? But I just want to let you know, sometimes not everyone is as principled as you are, my pal number one. Okay? Now, I'm going to pull one last card from Legends, Heroes, and Villains Oracle. This is a new Oracle deck that is going to be released on May the 5th, 2026 this year. If you like Oracle cards, if you like my creation, you can find this Oracle deck on Amazon, okay, Amazon.com. Again, Heroes, Legends, Heroes, and Villains Oracle. And we're going to pull one card, see what's the final advice for group number one. Thank you, Universe. Compassion. Yeah, Dennis McQuaid. Definitely. So this is what I mean by maybe this month try to have a little bit more compassion instead of sort of like being too critical, right, about a situation. Everybody has their own story, let's put it this way. And this month, I would say try to be less judgmental, but have a little bit more compassion, understanding towards the situation. Thank you so much, my beautiful pal number one. This is a very quick reading for March for you. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, pal number one. If you enjoyed the reading, remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. I'll see you next time very soon. Bye. Hello, my pal number two, fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. If you are resonated with this picture, the great plant, this is reading for you. First of all, we're going to pull one card from the general, from the major arcana from tarot. Let's set the tone for the month of March for you, okay? Thank you, universe. Ooh, too many, okay? We don't need that many, we just need one. Thank you so much, universe, right? One card for our pile, number two. All right. Okay, one card jumped out, High Priestess, right? Very strong intuition, okay, in here for you. A lot of you guys this month, you might just be feeling a very heightened sense of, mysticism and intuition in you. In a good way, High Priestess is also showing that a lot of the things, if they are still confusing or mysterious towards you, very soon the truth will be revealed to you anyway at a later stage, okay? But we're gonna get a little bit more energy from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's see what's the your energy, your communication, career, and relationship. And then we're gonna combine this with a High Priestess energy, okay? Your own energy, pile number two, Persephone. All right. Now your communication and your interaction with the people around you, Pegasus. Good. All right. Now let's have a look at your career and your work. Ooh, we got Medusa. Something needs to be waited for, okay? And your love and relationship, we got Uranus. All right, good. So we got this Medusa surrounded by Pegasus and Uranus, which does show some kind of breakthrough coming for you anyway. Now, fire signs, pile number two. With the Persephone energy, this could be about you waiting for certain things to move forward in your life. Sometimes Persephone energy could be much better if you are if you can let go of a lot of the old entanglement or people or things who actually drain your energy. Because Persephone, at the end of the day, her energy is usually much better when she is embracing her own sense of simplicity, meaning that not dealing with complicated people, not dealing with weird people, right, who drain your energy, right, who require so much from you, but they don't give back. And so with High Priestess and Persephone, actually, it's very interesting because in Mythic Tarot, literally the High Priestess energy is Persephone on the card. I don't know if you guys know this or not. So we got this double High Priestess energy showing up at the very beginning. This is really talking about your intuition, your sixth sense, right? What you feel that could be the problem, and you sense that. And because your energy when it comes to communication is helping you, Pegasus, what I really want you guys to know is that whatever that you sense that could be, oh, maybe that's not gonna go well, or oh, that maybe they're gonna forget about that. Oh, right, I told them, but probably they're gonna forget, or whatever thing that you sense in your mind, Pegasus tells you that you must say it, meaning that clear communication, very direct communication, and asking for the information you need, ask for the things you want. It's going to be very important for you. Now, with the Medusa energy in work, this could be about some kind of delay. Maybe you're waiting for some type of contract coming to you. Maybe you're waiting for a client to pay you. Maybe you're looking for a job offer, right? Or looking for some kind of breakthrough. Maybe you're looking for a new job. Either way, Medusa does say that at this moment, you got to be a little bit patient. However, because you got Pegasus next to that, Pegasus is the sacred horse who flew out of Medusa's dead body in Greek mythology. So because Pegasus is sitting in the area of your communication, this does tell me that some of the blockage will be very much relieved for you if you communicate. Okay, if you are very clear, to make that phone call, send that clear text messages, and help will come to you. Now, finally, we have got the Uranus energy. Now, Uranus in your love life could be talking about things a little bit unsettled. Very typically, this card represents something far away from you. So, for example, this could be about maybe you and your partner are in different places, or maybe in this month, maybe you're going to do some travel, or there are certain things maybe you want to decide together with your partner, but you can't make that decision together yet. Either you have to wait for something to be finalized first, and you can move on to that thing, right? Either way, Uranus has a lot to do with things up in the air for you. Maybe you want your relationship, you want something to be grounded, to get an answer, but you still have to wait, all right, for something to let's say, to materialize. Let's get some extra card from tarot, okay? See what's the further information about this. Hey, very good. All right, let's get some information. Thank you, universe. Help us with our group number 2, fire sign. Okay, under Pegasus communication, we have got the King of Cups. Absolutely. Communication, but communicating from a very empathetic and a very loving angle, right? King of Cups has a lot to do with the emotional maturity. So when it comes to, being clear with the communication, this is not about you being aggressive, right? Attacking someone, but this is more about showing your understanding, even though you are drawing boundaries there. But you can say that, or you can express yourself in a very compassionate and a very genuine manner. And so this King of Cups is a little bit like that. Now, with your work, with the Medusa blockage, let's have a look. We got 5 of Wands. Okay, very good. So this energy has a lot to do with the challenges that you're facing. But the good thing about these challenges, you got Jason and the Medea fighting a dragon. So this energy is telling you that even though there are challenges around you, you are able to overcome it, because at the end of the day, Medea and Jason, they're actually able to overcome the difficulty, right? They fought the dragon and they got the golden fleece. So I do think that this Medusa energy is only temporary. I don't think it's gonna be, like a long-term problem for you, or something gonna end up very nasty. I do think that, with this communication, things will be overcome very easily for you. Okay, so there's some kind of like challenge for sure with the work. Medusa 5 of Wands. Okay, now with the love and relationship, we got Uranus. Earlier was what I said, right? Something up in the air, right? Something unsettled there, and we have got 7 of Swords. For sure, okay? Now, 7 of Swords, again, is showing that there's still a lot of information not being revealed to you, and that is the reason why things are a little bit up in the air. Generally speaking, 7 of Swords is not very fortunate when it comes to love, because this kind of has something to deal with evasiveness, if you know what I mean. Not saying that it's on purpose, but usually this card has a lot to do with us not really ready to deal with the problem, or because I don't know, that's why I'm avoiding dealing with it, if you know what I mean. So this could be about you actually in a situation because you don't know if you can or if you're able to, right? And that's why you avoid talking about a certain issue or certain things in relationship. Or this could be about someone you're dealing with is doing that, right? Maybe you require some kind of clarity or commitment or a very straightforward answer from someone, but they're evading, right? They're kind of like being wishy-washy. They're not really giving a very clear answer. Very interesting. Okay, so that's why you got the High Priestess on top, right? But one of the things I do think you need to do is again, this Pegasus as the help with communication. You just need to be very clear on your side anyway, whether someone else is evasive or not. But I think it's important that you actually open yourself up and you can draw that boundaries and you can be very clear about this is what I want and this is what I don't want, right? Now the ball is in your court, right? But I have already told you what I need to communicate. It's a little bit like that. And you know that, right? So in a way, don't play with me, right? You know what I need, you know what I want, you know that from the beginning, right? Very good. Now let's pull one last card, right? From this is my newly released Oracle deck. Actually, it's going to be released on May the 5th this year, named Legends, Heroes, and Villains Oracle. This is an Oracle deck published, same by Beyond Words Publishing, my publisher in the US. And if you love Oracle cards, if you love my creation, definitely check it out. It's already open for pre-order, okay, at this moment on Amazon. Very good. Now we're gonna pull one last card to see what's the final advice for your energy in March, okay? My beautiful pal number 2. Travel, Thomas Cook. Beautiful energy. Now, this card has a lot to do with your travel. It's very interesting because Pegasus in communication also has something to do with travel energy. I actually do encourage you guys to travel and to see the world, right? And to open yourself up towards new horizons. Apart from physical travel, I do think that this energy also has a lot to do with somehow you might even have some kind of work trip where maybe you want to go on a business trip where you want to get a deal done, but it's based on someone far away from you. And I do think that this eventually could end up in a very, very nice way. It could be very successful at the end. I'm going to pull one more card, okay, for you. All right, thank you, universe, for a pile. Number 2, right? Apart from travel, what other energies there for them? They need to know. Okay, thank you, universe. Invention, Thomas Edison. Okay, this card is talking about your sense of inventiveness, right? Brainstorming new ideas coming to you. Nothing is really negative at all. Okay, palm number 2. Even though you do have gone Medusa blocking your work, sometimes with the travel and invention sitting together, I do feel like there's some kind of thing that is very futuristic for you because invention, Thomas Edison is ruled by Aquarius, a very futuristic sign. And the travel energy, Thomas Cook, is ruled by Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by faith, right? Positive faith and also our future. So with these 2 cards showing up, I do feel like try to focus on the beautiful future that you can create, right? Rather than, again, being tangled by the small details, right? Or the temporary challenges that you are having. You will overcome everything that you are seeing. Remember the Pegasus coming out of Medusa energy. You will be okay. Thank you so much, my pal number 2. Really enjoyed doing this reading for you. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. Bye.